free. You ever seen that movie, Cry Baby, with Johnny Depp? One thing about Johnny, he was always gonna act. What is up, family? Welcome back to another video. It's actually like 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm actually really sleepy, but I've been up working all day and my body is not letting me rest. So here I am making a video for La Familia Madrigal. La Familia Madrigal. I don't know if you've ever seen Encanto, but her. If you're at the title of the video, you already know that today I'm going to be talking about acting and college. It's not gonna be a long video. I just want to touch on some things when it comes to higher education and being an actor. Yeah. So when people talk about becoming an actor, I think that the first initial thought that people always have is that, okay, I'm gonna go to Broadway, I'm gonna go to New York, I'm gonna go to LA, I'm gonna go to Atlanta, wherever, you know, you're choosing to try to put down roots for your acting career. But that is not always the case. That's not always how an acting career goes, okay? We are probably one of the only professions where we don't have like a set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I graduate high school, then I do this, then I do this, then I do this, then I'm gonna get to where I want to be in my career. That is absolutely not how it works for us. So I want to talk a little bit about why you might want to go to college. What was that? You heard that? Anyways, I'm going to talk about why you might want to go to college. Now, the big question, do I need to go to college to be a successful actor? The answer to your question is no. You do not have to go to college in order to be a successful actor. However, I went to college. I recommend going to college, even if you are an actor, writer, artist, dancer, whatever the case may be. I recommend going to college when you graduate high school. Here's why. College is like a huge incubator, okay? College is this place where you can go and you can learn and you can be taught by people who have been where you want to go. You can be taught by people who do, you know, who have done what you want to do, who have experienced what you want to experience. It's a place where you can go where you're not fully an adult yet, like you still have people that are sort of kind of responsible for you. The school is sort of kind of responsible for you. You don't have to pay rent yet. You can live in a dorm. You don't have to figure out how to, buy a house and all of these other things that you have to do when you are an adult. You have this place where you're still being protected, in your dorm. You have people, security watching over your dorm rooms and things like that. And you can learn in this incubator without the pressure of having to make it, okay? Because once you leave college or once you, go into the real world, there's nobody to be like, you can get a mentor, you can get a coach or whatever, but there's nobody to be like, okay, this is what you should do. This is what I did. Let me show you the correct ways and the best ways to make your career profitable. Let me teach you different techniques. Let me teach you, the best techniques that are best for your type. Let me teach you your type. Let me show you what you can do to be the best actor that you can be, okay? Going to college allows you a chance to learn without the pressure, and that is so important. Okay, it's so important for you to be able to work on your acting skills and only have to worry about your acting skills. In college, you have a place where you can constantly audition for plays. You can constantly learn different areas of theater. You can constantly be taught and constantly learn and constantly ask questions, okay? Out in the real world, there's no guarantee you're always going to get an audition. There's no guarantee that you're always going to get in a play. There's no guarantee that there's always going to be somebody willing to help you. There's no guarantee that you can call or email somebody and be like, hey, I have this script. Can you help me with this? There's no guarantee. But in college, you have 4 years, sometimes 5, but 4 or 5 years to really experience a teacher-student relationship. okay? And I'm one of those people, I believe that everybody has a God-given talent. And I believe that there are seriously some people in this world, myself included, who their legitimate God-given gift is to act. But let me tell you something. Even if you have a God-given gift, you still have to work on that gift. You still have to practice that gift. You still have to make sure that that gift is up to par. You know what I mean? You still have to work that muscle. You have to work that muscle. Have to go to college in order to be a successful actor? No, you don't. I mean, there are classes that you can take. There are coaches that you can hire. There are, YouTube videos that you can watch. There are so many different things that, you can do. But within this 4-year span, you are going to get so much knowledge about the career that you want to be in, about the entertainment industry, about the ups and the downs. There are so many terminologies that you're going to learn that you may not learn until you get on set if you out in the real world, and then you'll be embarrassed because everybody knows, what hold means, and you may not know what that means. If you go to college, take some time, learn it, get embarrassed in front of your class instead of getting embarrassed in front of your real world director. You know what I'm saying? So no, you absolutely do not have to go to college to be successful. There are actors in this world who have been in movies, been in TV shows, and they've never stepped foot on a college campus before. They are successful. They do what it does. And I do not knock those people. Everyone's path is not the same. So if going to college is not something that you want to do, I don't think that you should do it. I don't think that anybody should go to college if they don't want to go to college, because you're not going to get the most out of that experience. But I said all that to say, you absolutely do not have to go to college in order to be a successful actor. But it definitely will aid you in becoming a successful actor. If you look at all of the greats, Denzel Washington, Viola Davis, Meryl Streep, these people, they have training. These people, Angela Bassett, these people, Chadwick Boseman, these people have trained. These people have studied. These people have learned the techniques. These people have learned how to hone their God-given gifts for whatever role that they're hired to play. You know what I mean? So you want to get that training, and maybe that training for you isn't in college, but you still need to have some sort of valuable training where you can learn how to deal with your gift and deal with your talent in a way that is not just raw. People talk about raw talent and having raw talent. You can have raw talent, but raw talent will only get you so far. You gotta learn what the business is. You gotta learn the work ethics. You gotta learn how to speak to managers and how to negotiate prices. And you have to learn, what does it mean for me to get residuals if I work on a TV show? What does it mean? Why does my agent get 10% or 8% or whatever percent of, what I'm doing? How do I become an equity actor? How do I get into SAG? You know what I mean? What are the steps on a stage called? What's the front of the stage called? What's the back of the stage called? Why is Shakespeare such a prominent playwright in the theater world? These are things that you want to know going into the entertainment industry. You don't see doctors going into an operating room and not knowing what the heck a scalpel is or what a scalpel's for. So as an actor, you can't go on stage not knowing the basic terms and the basic tools that an actor uses and needs in order to be successful. I think that for a lot of people, the big goal is or has been being famous. I want to be famous. I want to be known. And with social media and things like that, let me just preface that by saying there's nothing wrong with wanting to be known. Heck, I want to be known. I want to walk down the street and somebody be like, "You're Christina, I know you, woody woody woo. Let me get a picture." But actors, true actors who their goal is to change the world, change people's views through art, change how people view certain things and certain people. Actors who want to represent the underrepresented. Actors who want to bring people to Christ or bring people out of depression through their performances. Actors who their goal is not just money and fame. You are going to need to have tools. You are going to need to learn different things, different ideologies about acting, okay? A stripper doesn't go up on a stage without knowing a few moves. An actor does not need to go onto a set or onto a stage without having a few tools, without knowing a few moves, okay? Because let me be honest with you, your first time getting in front of that camera, that real professional camera with all these hundreds of people on set, your first time getting on that stage, you know, where it's more than 100 people in the room, if you don't know what to do, if you don't know how to, you know, properly have improv skills, if you don't know how to if you don't know these things, if you don't have these tools, you're gonna get up there and look a fool. And you have to remember that it's not just you. Acting isn't just about you, it's about the ensemble, unless, you know, you're doing a monologue. But you want to have these tools. So no, you don't need to go to college in order to be a successful actor, but you do need training. You need training. And so whatever path you decide to take, whether that's college, PWI, HBCU, PDI, you know, or whether that's going to find an acting coach that works for you. And that just brings me to something else, a piece of advice I want to give you. Don't take constructive criticism from people who haven't constructed anything. Do not go and get an acting coach who has literally never worked on set a day in their life. Don't go learn script writing from someone who's literally never produced a script in their life. It's not going to end well for you. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on the subject. So, y'all know the deal. We'll do boo. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you guys have any questions or anything about acting that you would like me to, you know, get into or answer, just let me know and I'll do what it do what it does, woody woody woo. Yeah, and with that being said, I'm gonna get on out of here. Bye.